Good morning, students. Today we discuss about the animal shell and plant shell. Animal shell and plant shell both are strictly eukaryotic in nature. They share all essential features of an eukaryotic cell, but they have the many differences. This is the animal shell and this is the plant shell. Most of the components are same in animal shell and the plant shell, but the most different in plant shell and animal shell contain the plasma membrane and the nuclear membrane, but the plant shell also contain the cell wall. This is the rigid and the outermost layer of the plant shell. It could not present in the animal shell. Cell wall only present in plant shell, and there are the some difference between the plant shell and the animal shell. Plant shell larger in size, but the animal shell is smaller in size. Plant shell rectangular in shape, but animal shell in oval in shape. In plant shell, shell wall is present, but in animal shell, shell wall is not present. In animal shell, vacuole are small and temporary, but in plant shell, vacuole are large and permanent. Nucleus is present in corner in plant shell, and the nucleus is present in center in animal shell. So there are the some difference between the plant shell and the animal shell. And the other difference is also plastids are present in plant shell, but plastids are not present in animal shell, because plastids are the responsible for the color of the like a leaves, flower, etc. But the animal shell no need. Animal shell does not contain the plastids. Centrosole are absent in plant shell, but centrosole are present in animal shell. Food is stored in the form of starch in plant shell, and food is stored in the animal shell in the form of glycogen. And next topic, we start the structure of cell. Structure of cell, though their shape and size and activities vary, all shell have following three major functional region. Number 1, cell membrane and plasma membrane and shell wall. Number 2, the nucleus. Number 3, the cytoplasm. And first we discuss the cell membrane and the plasma membrane. Plasma membrane, every shell is bounded by a thin, elastic but strong membrane called the plasma membrane or the cell membrane. It is the outer covering that separates the content of the cell from the surrounding environment. Plasma membrane is also called the semi-permeable membrane because it exits and allows some selective substances. So the plasma membrane is called the selectively semi-permeable membrane. Plasma membrane serve to protect the protoplasm from external environment and maintain the individuality of the cell. Next is the structure of the cell membrane. Plasma membrane are about 6 to 10 nanometer thick layer. They are mainly composed of phospholipid layers and associated proteins. Phospholipid just like a contain the cellulose and the associated the protein. This is the structure of the cell membrane. Next is the cell wall. First we discuss the function of the cell membrane. Cell membrane is the outer lining membrane of the cell. It performs many vital functions. Some important functions: number 1, form cell boundary and maintain the individuality of the cell. Second, cell membrane protect the cell from external injury and contaminants. Third, cell membrane are selectively permeable because first we also discuss because it allow and exist the some selectively substance, so it is called the selectively semi-permeable membrane. The intake of materials by the cell is called the endocytosis. This is also a very important function of the cell membrane. The intake of solid form is called the phagocytosis, and while intake of the liquid form is called the pinocytosis. Cell membrane intake, exit and enter the substances by the two main processes, which is called the one is called the diffusion and another called the osmosis. Diffusion, the movement of the molecules from a region of their higher concentration to a region of their lower concentration is known as the diffusion. For example, the exchange of the respiratory gases and dissolving the ink molecule in water. And third, spread of scent or the smell. Second is the osmosis. Osmosis is also the mixing of substances, but it can be done by the semi-permeable membrane. So the movement of molecules in water from higher region concentration to a region of lower water concentration through a selectively permeable membrane is known as the osmosis, like root absorb water from the soil. Type of osmosis. There are two types of osmosis. One is exoosmosis, another is the endoosmosis. Exoosmosis means if the movement of the water occurs out of the cell is called the exoosmosis. It is also called the plasmolysis. Next is endoosmosis. If the movement of water occurs in the cell, then it is called endoosmosis. For example, a resin kept in water, it will swell up due to the endoosmosis. Next is the type of osmotic solution. Endoosmosis and the exoosmosis can be occurs by the osmotic solutions, and the osmotic solutions are three types. First is isotonic, second hypotonic, and third is the hypertonic solution. First we discuss about the isotonic solution. This solution have the some concentration of solute and the same concentration of solute and solvent. For example, if a cell is placed in the solution, no change in occur. So this is called the isotonic solution. Second is the hypotonic solution. This solution have less solute compared than to the solvent. It is also dilute solution. For example, if a cell is placed in the solution, cell swell up due to the more concentration of water. For example, some we are taken is some resin. कुछ किशमिश हम लेते हैं और उसको पानी में डाल देते हैं. कुछ देर बाद हम देखते हैं कि हमारी जो किशमिश है वो हमारी स्वेलअप हो जाती है. इट मीन्स जो हमारा वहाँ पर जो सॉल्यूशन है वो हमारा कौन सा है, वाटर हमारा कैसा है, हमारा हाइपोटोनिक सॉल्यूशन है, जिसमें हमारी कंसंट्रेशन जो है आपकी वाटर की ज़्यादा है और हमारे रेजिन की कम है, जिसकी वजह से हमारा जो वाटर है वो हमारा क्या हुआ, अंदर सेल के अंदर की तरफ एंटर हो गया और हमारा क्या हो गया, वहाँ पर हमारी जो सेल थी वो स्वेल अप हो गई. थर्ड हमारा आता है हाइपरटोनिक सॉल्यूशन. दिस सॉल्यूशन हैव मोर सॉल्यूट कंपेयर देन टू द सॉल्वेंट. इट इज कॉल्ड concentrated solution. For example, if a cell is placed in this solution, cell will shrink and reduce in size. For example, we are taking some फ्रेश ग्रेप्स, कुछ हम बिल्कुल ताजे ग्रेप्स ले लें और उनको हम सॉल्ट सॉल्यूशन में डाल दें, तो कुछ देर बाद देखेंगे कि जो हमारे ग्रेप्स हैं उनका साइज जो है वो हमारा क्या हो जाता है, कम हो जाता है, वो हमारे कैसे हो जाते हैं, श्रिंक हो जाते हैं। इसका मतलब जो हमारा सॉल्ट वाटर सॉल्यूशन जो हमने लिया है वो हमारा कैसा है, हाइपरटोनिक सॉल्यूशन है, जिसमें सेल की कंसंट्रेशन ज़्यादा है, किससे, हमारे सॉल्यूट की, आपके सॉल्वेंट से। तो हमारे इसकी वजह से हमारे जो सेल है वो श्रिंक हो जाती है और उसका साइज जो है वो रिड्यूस जाता है। डिफरेंस बिटवीन डिफ्यूजन एंड ऑस्मोसिस। फर्स्ट डिफरेंस सबसे हमारा, दिस प्रोसेस अकर ओनली इन लिक्विड एंड द गैसियस मीडियम एंड सॉलिड मीडियम ऑल्सो, बट सॉलिड मीडियम द रेट ऑफ डिफ्यूजन इज वेरी लेस, बहुत ही कम होता है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर हम बात करें डिफ्यूजन की अगर प्रोसेस की, ये हमारा जनरली तीनों ही मीडियम में होता है आपका, जिसमें हमें बहुत आपका दिखाई नहीं देता, लेकिन हम फिर भी होता है, हम ऐसा नहीं बोल सकते कि डिफ्यूजन हमारा सॉलिड्स में नहीं होता है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल एक हम एग्जाम्पल के लिए ले सकते हैं कि वी टेक 1 गोल्ड रिंग और 1 सिल्वर रिंग। अगर हम दोनों रिंग को लेते हैं और कुछ दिन आप एक साथ 2 फिंगर में पहनते हैं, तो आप कुछ दिन बाद, काफ़ी दिन के बाद, ऐसा नहीं कि आपने 2 दिन पहनी और आपका ऐसा हो गया, तो आपका काफ़ी दिन बाद हम देखते हैं जो हमारी गोल्ड रिंग है उस पर हमारी सिल्वर शाइन करने लगता है। मीन्स जो है डिफ्यूज़न हमारा क्या हो रहा है, सिल्वर का जो कलर है वो गोल्ड पे आ रहा है। उसका भी रीज़न होता है कि हमारा गोल्ड का कलर जो है वो सिल्वर पे क्यों नहीं आता, क्योंकि जो हमारी सिल्वर है वो ज़्यादा रिएक्टिव है गोल्ड से, और हमेशा हमारी जो रिएक्शन होती है, जो हमारा कोई भी हमें शाइन, जो हमें इफेक्ट दिखाई देता है, वो हाईली आपका रिएक्टिव ही हमें शो करता है। इसलिए हमारा सिल्वर ज़्यादा रिएक्टिव है गोल्ड से, इसलिए सिल्वर का कलर गोल्ड पे आता है, गोल्ड का कलर सिल्वर पे नहीं आता है। ऑस्मोसिस प्रोसेस दिस ओनली वी अकर इन एक्वेशियस मीडियम। एक्वेशियस मीडियम की बात हम करते हैं कि द सॉल्यूशन विच आर मेड अप ऑफ वाटर आर कॉल्ड द एक्वेशियस सॉल्यूशन। सेकेंड डिफरेंस है डिफ्यूजन कैन नॉट बी नीडेड सेमी परमेबल मेम्ब्रेन। सेमी परमेबल मेम्ब्रेन इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड, बट इन द process of osmosis semi permeable membrane is required. नेक्स्ट डिफरेंस, इट इज द मूवमेंट ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल्स। जो डिफ्यूजन में है वो हमारा वहां पर क्या होता है, मूवमेंट होता है मॉलिक्यूल्स का, लेकिन यहाँ पर हमारा जो है आपका मूवमेंट होता है ओनली वाटर मॉलिक्यूल्स का। सो दीज आर द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द डिफ्यूजन एंड ऑस्मोसिस। नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज सेल वॉल। In plant shell, there occurs a rigid cell wall which lies outside the plasma membrane. Cell wall only and only present in the plant shell, it not be present in the animal shell. Cell wall is non-living and freely permeable and secreted by the cell itself for the protection of its plasma membrane and cytoplasm. It determines the shape of a plant shell and prevent the dissociation of the cell. Dissociation means katna, fatna. It is made up of a fibrous polysaccharide carbohydrates called the cellulose. The plant shell wall thus consists of tiny cellulose fibers and the microfibrils glued together by a mixture of polysaccharides. Each microfibrils is made up of thousands of cellulose molecules bound together by pectins and hemicellulose. And there are the several functions of the cell wall. Number 1, it permits the plant shell to become turgid, means it provides the rigidity to the plant stand at a one place and not be move here and there, so it provides the rigidity to the cell. As water enters the vacuoles through osmosis, the plant shell expands. The cell wall has to be strong enough to resist the expansion and so enables the cell to become turgid. Second, it provides mechanical strength to support the cells. The cellulose microfibrils are very strong and it provides the strength to the cell. Third, it is freely permeable to water and substance in solution. Next, it is narrow pore called the pits through which the fine strands of cytoplasm called the plasmodemata are able to pass. These intercellular connections allow exchange of material between the living cell content. The cell wall of adjacent cells are glued together by the middle lamella. Middle lamella is a jelly-like substance made up of the calcium and magnesium pactate. Next difference is the cell wall and the plasma membrane. It occurs in cell wall is present in plant cell, but plasma membrane is found in both plant cell and the animal cell. Cell wall, it lies outside the cell, but it lies on the outside of animal cell and inner to the cell wall in plant cell. Next, it is non-living and quite thick in plant cell wall. It is non-living and quite thick in plant cell. Plasma membrane, it is living and quite thin. Cell wall, it is rigid, but plasma membrane is flexible. Cell wall is generally permeable, but plasma membrane is semi-selective permeable. Cell wall, it is found cellulose, hemicellulose and pectin. Plasma membrane, it is formed of lipids and protein and small nutrients of small carbohydrates. Cell wall, its major function is provide protection and strength to the cell. Plasma membrane, it is main function to hold cellular contents and control passage of materials in and out of the cell.